What is it that makes a cowboy? It's not the boots or the buckle. It's not the chaps. It's not the jeans. It's not the lasso or the cattle. Not the horse or the saddle. You might think they're all long gone, but you don't need a hat to be a cowboy. A cowboy isn't too busy to lend a hand to a partner. Not too proud to take one either. And when they get knocked in the dirt, bloodied and trampled, a cowboy dusts themselves off and gets back up. And they'll stand by their partners and challenge those who have it all. And they'll keep riding till they find their peace.
Hello, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all very well and having a wonderful Wednesday. Onesie, wonderful to see you. Thanks for tanking it up. We went for the Tex special, seeing as it was top of the pile, so all tanked up and ready to go. Already 230 again, yes, it's climbing up rapidly. Welcome everyone though. We're here with some Silent Hill 4 today. And we are playing that on the PS2. Margs, how are you? This was it was a redemption from Woolly Tex. And yes, a phenomenal choice. Very, very popular with Darkbond as well, due to the dinos, but also it has slots and lasers and space and everything. Shout out for a good friend Onesie, and a shout out for the wonderful Margs as well, who's playing some God of War. And we also have the Ravemeister Supreme, Sour Boy himself, Darkest of Bonds, who's playing some Valkyrie Elysium. Welcome in everyone. So we're going to get into some more Silent Hill 4 today. We kind of muddled around and got through what seems to be the first area the last time. Really took our sweet ass time about it. I missed something pretty obvious and that probably dragged it out quite a lot, and that can happen in these games. I was baited into playing on normal as well. I feel I should have went easy because of because of some of what I've encountered since starting playing, but we'll go with it. We'll deal with it. You're playing God of War in hard and it irritated you? Yeah, games in hard can do that. Might drop difficulty just to get through it. Never any shame in that, I don't think. Play the game the way you want. It's what the options are there for. Waiting your ass off for God of War. Hell yeah. Where am I? I think God of War 3 is next on my run through them. I've been doing them all in order. So it'll be a little bit before I get up to the new ones. I had never played any of them before. I think there's 2 more games between God of War 3 and the new one. I think there's Ascension and the name of the other one escapes me. I think one of the Vita ones or something. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there with them. For a treat. Yeah, no, for sure. It's on the list. God of War is one of these series I've been chipping off a game a year. Well, actually, I did a game this year already, but it'll do a second one because one was a community choice, so with the intent that I chip off an extra game to get the newer one quicker. When I played 1 or 2. I can pull up the list there. shouldn't take that long. Yeah, other than that, I had a power outage, which was moderately annoying, but luckily it happened about 2 seconds before I pressed the go live button, so that at least was 2 seconds before is better than 5 minutes after, I suppose. Okay, so God of War games in order. God of War 2, God of War Chains of Olympus. Those 3 I've played. Then there's God of War 3, God of War Ghost of Sparta, God of War Ascension, then God of War 2018. So that's the that's the run order on the God of War games. Hey Celine, how are you? Welcome in. Well, that's how many there is, Margs. I didn't make them all. Silent Hill 4. Yes, Celine. Yes, we started Silent Hill. I think there might be a mobile one as well, Margs. I didn't include that. Yeah, we started Silent Hill 4 yesterday. I'm looking forward to getting back into it. Y'all have to keep me on the straight and narrow now in terms of if sound is being wonky or if anything's been screwy today, because power outage will have and normally anytime power outage straight into Windows Update. So I suspect everything might be a bit higgledy-piggledy, but I tried my best to audio test it beforehand. So there's where we are with the schedule. I unfortunately missed Monday, but we're Tuesday and we're into Wednesday going strong. And we'll have some Ghost Legends with friends tomorrow. Then I'm away for the weekend. I'm taking a trip up to Northern Ireland. So I'll be back probably Tuesday, maybe Monday. Did I play? I've played 1, 2 and 3 so far, Celine. I'm hoping to go through the whole series. Certainly I know 3 is on the archive channel. I'm not sure about 2. Whether that was got. Definitely 3 is on there. I know for sure. I tried to put everything up there. I go very much in order, yes. Much to Onesi's chagrin, I know, because Onesie wanted Fable 3 and I was like, no. Play Fable 1 and 2 first, which I have. Fable 3 is on the list of games for this year, but so we're hoping to get to that. But yes, I'm very, very, very much about going through any series in order as much as is possible. How's about we jump on in then to some Silent Hill? Look, before we start, I'll throw out the usual. With Silent Hill, it's a series that's just fucked a lot of the time, so I don't really know what this game is going to throw at me, so I'll just put out a content warning for everything. If there's anything that might upset you at all, Silent Hill might not be the game or the series for you to look at. It could touch on anything from sexual assault, child abuse, the whole gambit of everything, emotional abuse, torture, blood, gore, just everything. I think that the game warning itself just says this game can be violent and cruel, but you know, maybe you don't want to look at it, but look at, we'll put that warning out there to start anyway, just to give anyone a chance, and we'll try jump in. So let's see, hopefully everything will work. Should have this set, so I just need to close the lid of the old PlayStation 2. Never played the first. 3 would be a weird one to start with, Onesie, because in terms of like, one is well, 1 is the first one, so you're fine playing that. 2 is very much standalone, but 3 is a direct sequel to the first one. A lot of details gonna follow on. How did you find it, or did you find it jarring? So the fourth one is interesting from what I can see so far, Celine. I've seen, pretty sure I've seen references to, like, every other Silent Hill. So far. Oh, you meant Fable onesie. Apologies. Apologies. That makes more sense. Okay, so this is our apartment, and we're in this weird first-person view, so... Those are people we have into our neighbour's house. He's just vibing on the bed. It's very creep-like. But you'll see in the background there that rabbit, which is a definite Silent Hill 3 reference. Just them fucking pink rabbits are all over the place. Enough creeping. Did we have anything to do here? I don't think so. Look out the window. Not try to open it. Yeah, Celine, I've streamed these one a year for the past several years, so I've done 1, 2, and 3. And now we're on to 4. So I've been playing them kind of one a year since pretty much since I started streaming. Alright, I don't think we have anything to do here. So what's my inventory? Oh, hang on, I do it this way. Steel pipe, gun, drink. Sure, that's all good. Let's get the fuck out of here then. So I think we were good to get out of here anyway. Maybe we should check the door first. Look at me, 100% putting off going out into the horribleness. Hey, Judy, how are you? Oh shit, here we go. We do have something here. Hello? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 handprints. Is there no game audio? Is there not? There should be. There's nothing very loud happening though. Game sounds are very low. Try to see if I can trigger something loud. It looks okay on the output, but it's just there isn't anything loud happening. What about use that blipping for a gauge? Can you hear that? Okay. Looks like it's showing up okay on the Okay, good. No, it's literally there was no sound in the game for them bits. It's not that sound wasn't coming through, it's just that there wasn't any game sound. Turning up a smidge, we can do that. But I just know from this game that it can be quiet, and then very fucking loud all of a sudden. We'll see how it goes. Woo, bad doggos. And release it. Yeah, they're just the Silent Hill 1 and 2 intros. So that's what it shows you if you before you start the game. Danger, do not enter. Well, how's about we ignore all that and go in anyway? Silent Hill 2, yeah, it's a game. How could I put it? I thought about it a lot after I finished it. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck are these things? Oh my god, there's more of them on the roof. Come down. I'm never gonna get down there to that, am I? We'll try. Oh, we did. Get wrecked. Yeah, I would say Silent Hill 2. I don't think I had a good time playing it. And it's a testament to the game. I found it very oppressive, and I kind of didn't want to be in it. But like that's what the game is trying to evoke in you. So the game is doing its job. But it was a game I thought about a lot after I finished it. Oh, mother... Listen, you... Stay down. I have high hopes for the remake, but I'm going to keep working through the games in order, and I'm just going to slot the new games wherever they come out. Shot for shot remake. I wonder. It's not the done thing, but with such a beloved property, you'd take it. I wonder another thing as well that they. I wonder would they get the original voice cast back or get the original voicing. Oh, wish is this? No, this isn't where I was. Okay. And controls can be a bit weird sometimes. It's actually funny. It's weird the way the upscaler works. This actually looks probably a lot cleaner for you in stream than it does on my monitor. So it. Must be something to do with how the upscaling works, and obviously talks to OBS better than the monitor. Yeah, very, very, very noticeably so. Now, I played Silent Hill 2 on the PS2 myself. I have a PS1 copy of Silent Hill 1 and a PS2 copy of 2, 3, and 4. Which is a good thing to have. Difficult to come by nowadays. But yeah, whenever I see scenes from the HD remaster, it's immediately noticeable that they changed the voice actor. I think they replaced nearly all of them in 3. So there's nothing here that I can see. To buy one of those adapters. Yeah, I bought one and it was there's a car over there. Let's just say I overpaid. I think the adapter is very good, but not good to the extent of what I paid for it. Okay, it stopped at the brake pedal, engaged. All sorts of things scattered on the seat. The trash is a scrap of paper with something written on it. Okay, so in the story, what's going on? We're probably not too far in, Celine. We're just in our apartment and it's all screwed up and the hole has started to appear and we went to the subway. Got to the end of that. Came back and we are in a forest, which seems to be the second area. So in terms of story detail, I don't know, lots of screwed up stuff, but we don't really know very much at this point about what's happening now. The subway section, I missed a quite obvious path, so I ended up wandering around for ages, lost essentially, which can happen. So I probably stretched out that first area quite a lot longer than it needed to be, just by getting lost, but hopefully that won't happen again. It's been a while since I came here to Silent Hill, maybe I'll meet the devil this time. Whenever I come to a cool place like Silent Hill, I always get real thirsty. Whisper again. There's a memo pad in here too. Alright, so we're in Silent Hill apparently. I'm not sure what that nosy guy meant when he said his home is the orphanage in the middle. The lake is northwest, so the opposite is southeast. The nosy guy said one other thing I don't understand. If you bring the dug up key, you can't go back. Put it away somewhere before you return there. Okay. So there's a lake up one direction. Everything's pretty... I'm very conscious of them ghost fuckers that we met in the subway. So I'm kind of wandering around and exploring on a nice casual basis while we can, because we cannot always... all this red shit over here looks very ominous, but it's just the lights from the car, I think. Brake lights. Okie dokie. Okay, we've got a dude here. Let's look around before we talk to him. What are you looking at, Henry? Aha! So see, it's a good feature in this game is Henry will start looking at stuff, so sometimes you can use it to tell where items are. This rock is creepy somehow. That's what he does. I'll show it off. It's really good for seeing hidden items like that or knowing that it's something there, but he pretty much turns his head full tilt and just like looks at it no matter what way you're doing it. It is indeed, Celine, yes. I'm playing on a PS2 and I am doing some upscaling so it looks prettier for you, but it's on an original PS2.
But I was the one who stone first. In the old days, natives called it Nakihona. They used it in a ceremony for talking with their dead ancestors. And now those guys are using it too. Call it the Mother Stone. They're just up ahead in that weird building, operating some kind of crazy religious cult. They used to collect orphans and did things to them. Kind of gives you the chills, huh? This stone.
I think it was in Silent Hill 3 as well. Staying up, maybe even 2. Definitely in one of the previous ones that I played, at least, anyway.
A ceremony for talking to the dead.
Okay, that's all we're getting out of that. The rock is creepy somehow. So he says there's a cult up ahead. He's Jasper. Oh shit. Who's that? Dogs. Maybe we don't need to get involved with them. Oh fuck. Bad doggo. Don't do it. Listen. Oh, there's a third one. You know what? Screw you guys. I'm going home. Oh, shit. We nearly got we're almost a Henry sandwich. Yeah, fuck this area. We out. Dogs. They all seem friendly enough. You were waiting for it. I got lucky because I actually tried to run in there and just missed it because of the tank controls. I got really, really, really lucky. So this is just going a straight line. From the map and from anything I can see, we haven't missed any turn-offs or anything, so we're just looking along nicely. Oh no. Alright, they're all looking after me now. Look, listen. Just need to get fucking out of here. Silent Hill Smile Sports Society Wish House. Well, there'll be nothing bad in there. Just an orphanage run by a cult, it'll be fine. Go in! Okay, we can go back to our apartment and heal up. Anyway, so this room... Let's just confirm, it looks like it's safe. If we see an item... Try to show off how Henry looks at it. Even there, he's kind of doing it with this text on the wall. See the way like he turns his head and looks like right at it, rather than his head being like straight, like normal. So he's kind of going, oh, there's something interesting over there that you might want to look at. Can't read it. Brilliant, Henry, brilliant. I think it's more pronounced with items because he tends to kind of look down at them. Let me fucking guess. Can't read that shit either. Nope. Okay, so what have we got here? We've a way there. Way in there. Way over there. And this is the way we came in. Okay. Yeah, that tracks out. 4 exits. We have a hole. So let's go back to the apartment, top up our health. So we took quite a beating from all them freaking dogs and shit. Oh, good, we're healing up. Suppose we can look around and see is there any other wild shit happening. But it's kind of interesting mechanic, like certainly it's letting me be very sparing on healing items. I'll keep one with us just in case, but normally when we zoom back here we're able to heal up. Oh shit, what's going on here? What are you doing? So I think that's our neighbour Eileen. Is Eileen. She's the one we see into this thing. Just that creepy rabbit. She's messing around out in the corridor, obviously. I don't know what's going on there. I think this is a bit of text here. It tells her faint hope I had is slowly changing to despair. Somehow managed to tumble this far, but no matter what I do, I can't get any further. The hallway, the windows, the walls. It feels like this room is stuck in another dimension. Eileen never noticed yet. So that's Eileen. She's the girl from in there. So we're fully healed, are we? Yep. Alright, back to it, I think. Can you look again to a room? Yep. I think it generally doesn't change until you advance a bit though, but stop being so fiddly. Nah, nothing happening. Nothing happening. It does seem to change as you advance through the story, though, and the same with the There's always something new happening through the people. Did we do a save? I'm not sure. We'll pop a save before going any further. This is pretty much how I know I'm in Forest World, is when I save, it tells me. Alright, back in we go. So we have a couple of different paths to take here now. Which one will we go for? Changes from time to time. It seems to be as you progress. Alright, so show me my map. Okay, well that's one of the doors in there into the house. Going back here, we do. We haven't been this way yet. Yeah, let's go this way. I don't know, it doesn't really matter which way we go. Load of blood, I'm sure that's all fine. Oh. So I think we're actually better off walking a lot of the time. It seems to, running seems to piss everyone off. Ghost, not fucking ghosts. Okay, there's a hole in the wall here. Right. So these guys, as we found out the last time, are a pain in the ass. They hurt you just by being near them, and they're basically invincible. So they're just a fun time to deal with. We have the hole in the wall there, we don't need to deal with that now. Oh shit! Kid. You better not be creepy, kid.
Hey, little boy. What are you doing here?
You're finally the third revelation. Something's gonna happen. That nosy guy that was here, he said it too. Something big's gonna happen. Finally, it's gonna happen!
Chadley, you nerd. How are you? I think it goes better today than yesterday. We spent a lot of time lost yesterday, but today less lost. At least so far, anyway. How are you doing, Chadley? I hope you're good. Shout out to our friend Chadley. Chadley's playing the Quarry amongst other things. I believe it's Resident Evil Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll be jumping on and playing a bit of Ghost of Tsushima Legends tomorrow with Chadley as well, which is actually thematically spoopy enough in its own way. here. Weird writing. Never, Chadley, never. Doesn't happen. Feels like I should be doing something here. 11121. Okay, that's the way I came in. The loop, yeah, it sure does. I guess you can keep, oh, locked from the outside. Alright, so that appears to be it for this way. We really got fuck all. Coming down here unless I'm missing something. It's very, very possible. What is he looking at there? Is there something behind her? Oh, there is. I think he was just looking at the gravestone. God damn it, Henry. There's nothing here. What's this? It's the usual Silent Hill weird shit. Okay, we have a ghost out here. Do we? Maybe we don't. Dark to see. Oh, no. Fuck off. Okay, so there wasn't really anything much down there except that that little cutscene. Certainly, at least not that I can see. Maybe we'll try going to the house. Hey, little buddy.
The door won't open. That nosy guy gave me something really good. I could let you have it, but not for free.
Hey, what do you want?
I'm really thirsty. I'm so thirsty.
Okay, so I need to find something for him to drink.
Chocolate. Oh, chocolate.
Ah. Okay, that's fairly on the nose. Right, I know what that is. We'll go back. We can go back and get that for him from the apartment. And the hole is right there, so we can do that later. I am indeed, Chadley, I am indeed. I think everywhere seems to lead back to this central location anyway. Bad doggo. Look and listen. So they're kind of okay. The second you fucking run, they all go at you. We're just gonna stroll through nice and calm. You okay here? Don't see anything. What the fuck was that? What the fuck is this? Arm coming up from the ground. Oh man, thank God it's just a trigger. Right. That's definitely going to be something we'll keep a note of that. Let's see on the tree. Oh, just weird writing. We don't need to read all them. Oh fuck, ghost. Alright, we out of here. And there's a hole. What we got here? Okay, give me the 6 iron. Hey! Okay, more weird writing. Listen! Fucking ghosts. So that enemy type is basically invincible if anyone's wondering why I don't fight them, because we can't. Essentially. We'll try get away with this as much as we can. Casual walk through. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. We walk at the second you run. They're fucking all about you. Okay, and we're back to here. Right, we have taken a bit of damage at this point. Let's look at our, No, I want to... How do I get the description on it? I don't, I guess. We'll try it for a little bit and see how it does. Right, so this guy here, we was talking about being thirsty and he started blathering on about chocolate, so I know we have chocolate milk. I think we actually got out of our fridge. It's in the item box anyway. Is in the item box. We'll probably put away the here we go, there's the description. Powerful and very easy to use, but it looks like it could break easily. In that case, no. I don't want a breakable weapon. Oh shit, I almost forgot the milk. Gimme. Just gonna peek in here again now that we've advanced a little bit further. Still nothing to do. It's a weird mechanic that, I don't know, I don't like it. I feel like a creep. Alright, we'll give this bozo his milk and see what that does for us. Buddy! I didn't check. No, I didn't, I forgot.
Oh man, that was awesome. Here, take this. There's something written on it.
There's normally an audio or a visual cue though for the door if something important happens. Small spade with a bloody inscription. Blood inscribed spade. Opposite where the lake and house meet inside the okay, I know what that is. We've seen that. That was... I think it's up that way to the top left. Top right. Top left we haven't, Top left, this way I think we haven't looked at yet, so... No, we have... Not that way, the other way. We're gonna zoom out here before we go up to the hand, just to see what's around and get our bearings. So I think it's this way we haven't gone. Yep. Well, something I picked up straight away was that I think it's the super is well, Sunderland, so that's definitely a Silent Hill 2 reference probably. Yeah, look at these nerds, they don't go near me. We're just walking. It's interesting. I wonder how far I can push that logic. What the fuck is going on here? Hmm? No. Wait. Okay. All the sound design is really on point. There are all these little like knocking sounds and just weird sounds that you hear. There's something on the other side of the wire netting. My god, it stinks. Nothing interesting, but okay, what have we got through here? Oh, this is the lake. This is, okay, this appears to be the end of this way. This is the Luca Lake, I'd say. Yeah. Luca Lake. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah, give me medical kit. Weird writing. I don't think we can go out that way. What is this? The upper body is missing. Was this some kind of goddess or something? No. Alright, so it's really a medical kit out this way. Did I explore this room properly, or was I being annoyed by fucking pussy fuckers? Room filled with some kind of black liquid. Oil, maybe? Maybe oil. Yep. That's very photo them bastards. Oh my god! Christine, hello! Oh, there's a door. That's where we came in though. How are you, Christine? Welcome in. How's Hollow Knight? I was looking at you playing some of that earlier. It's a wonderful game. I hope you're having fun with it. A little sick, but well. I'm glad you're generally well. I hope you feel better soon. I've had something lately, and I don't think I feel like I'm just fighting off a bug or something. But whatever the hell it is making me very tired. But I seem to be mostly shaking it off anyway. Alright, we're out of here. Nope, no aggression. I'm just a man out for a walk in the woods. Alright. I'm doing pretty good. Christine, doing pretty good. Playing Silent Hill, which is a game that always puts me on edge. Muddling through fairly well. Not this way though. Well, it can't be that way, we just came from there. Up here? It's up here. No. But yeah, I'm good. Instead, just been pretty tired lately, but great aside from that. I think that side is where we started from. No, that doesn't make sense. So it must be this way then. So the other side is where we started from. I'm looking for that weird hand. listen. The second we run, they all come at me. Okay, actually, this looks promising. I think it might be her. Maybe the next one. Nope, don't like that. Okay, look at this. Seems to have worked anyway. Okay, so this should be the key for the house in the middle, I guess. What's the bloody key? The holder of this key will wander for eternity. Hmm. Alright, so where were you going? Back the way. What the fuck? This is the same room. Yeah, we're not making... Yeah, beginning to understand. Right, holder of this key will wander for eternity. If you bring the dug up key, you can't go back. Ah, put it away. Well, right, that's... I think I got it. I think this makes sense to me. So... I'm figuring what we have to do is throw it in the item box, then go back, then take it out. Guessing that's what it's talking about. Ah, Ghost. Ghost. How are you doing, Christine, though? I hope you're well. I hope Alan Nice is treating you well, aside from the sickness. But, 3 bosses ahead. I think that happened to me regularly in Hollow Knight. Just wander around and find whatever, whenever. It's the way of it. Bye, Ghost. Exactly. So I'm gonna assume this will work. It seems like the solution to me. Waterite. This is it's very weird. It's G Fuel and it's called Spicy Demonade. So it's like lemonade, but it has a put that away as well. Actually, has a kind of a spicy aftertaste. A good hot one as well. It's really, really, really weird. I didn't realize it was like that when I bought it. I just bought it probably because it was cheap or on sale or something. Okay, I've nothing to put in there. Nothing to do in out here either. No, we haven't looked in here in ages. The only useful thing I've seen or had kind of taken note of in here was oil. So there is oil if we need oil. Other than that, it's just like various tools, blah blah blah, washer dryer. What are they doing in here? Does it have alcohol? No, no alcohol. It's yeah, like lemonade, but it's G Fuel with caffeine, I guess. We should save actually. So yeah, caffeinated lemonade that is spicy. That's the best description I can give. Let's go. Alright, back in we go. Have you played all the other Silent Hill games as well, Salim? Because I intend to kind of go through them, the Downpours and Homecoming and all those other ones. Okay, so... Oh, fuck off, ghost. Them ghosts are a menace. Legitimately at the start when I was debating normal or easy and I went normal, 100% I would have went easy if I knew there was a fucking bullshit mechanic like that involved. Okay, this is good. Oh, I shouldn't have ran. That'll just annoy all and everyone. Look. Okay, that seems to have worked. He's there drinking his fucking chocolate milk. Happy out. So I guess we go back and get the key. Take a look out the window as well. So we are of course subject to PS2 loading times, although they haven't been that bad actually at all. To be fair. So he only seems to look out the one in the main room. So that's interesting. It's kind of been there's kind of been a couple of times where you need to look straight, Joe.
And next, we'll be taking a look at the weather. Tonight, we can expect scattered clouds.
Yeah, but there's been a couple of times where you've needed to go back to the apartment and do things. So yeah, it is cool. You can see just the neighbours and everyone doing stuff. I know we've seen the girl in the subway that got murdered. It's the hotel. That guy looks like he's looking out at me. It's kind of hard to tell. The graphics, although, like, even just graphically displaying all of that and having a kind of an alive world, would have been very graphic intensive at the time. It mightn't seem like much now, but at the time it was a lot. I don't know if I'd describe anything as cute in this game, Celine, to be honest. It's all, it's clever design is what it is. Alright, back in we go. Definitely think it's clever design. Okay, so we should be... Wait a minute. Never got the key I went back for. God damn it. Back and forth and back and forth. This right here is why I'm so big on lists, shit. So I fucking forget everything about it, don't write it down. I even looked at the item box. I think I put in like a first aid kit or something. Jeez, that noise. That noise didn't need to be like that. Okay, our cursed key. Gimme. Placard from the subway world. Yes, so... Keep an eye out for one of them. That was the end of the level last time. Placard. Okay, so hopefully now we'll be able to go inside the main building. Well, I think that should be... Judging from the map, I know that we have a whole bunch else to do here. It's like, it looks like we've explored everywhere except this bit in the middle. We shall see. What about you, Jasper? You coming in? Okay, what have we here? Scribbled note. Have you found Alessa yet? How is Walter's progress coming along? So Alessa is a Silent Hill 1 reference for sure. Stairs going up. Oh bueno. Oh shit. Buddy, you doing okay?
I wonder what they did here.
This thing. Okay, so see the way he's bobbing his head, he's looking at something. It's falling apart and I can't even read most of the pages. Here's the part I can read. The second sign, and God said, offer the blood of the 10 sinners and the white oil. Be then released from the bonds of the flesh and gain the power of heaven. From the darkness and void bring forth gloom, and gird thyself with despair for the giver of wisdom. The third sign, and God said, return to the source through sin's temptation. Under the watchful eye of the demon, wander alone in the formless chaos. Only then will the four atonements be in alignment. Holy Scripture. What was... I know what's going on in there. Okay. I do not trust that. So it's one of these ways that we didn't really find anything. Is that where I got the key from, or was it the other way? No, was it the way with the hand? Isn't that where I came from? Is this the way with the rock? Is the way with the lake? Maybe it's the way with the... I'm convinced we're missing something. I want to be sure before we... Because that room smells like a boss fight to me. Often in Silent Hill, if you don't have whatever thing you're supposed to have for a boss fight, you're boned. What about this store says from the outside? Alright, we're gonna do a quick scan of the level anyway before we get into that. 11121 on the coffin. What's going on over here then? There's a cliff. Okay, that's bottom left explored. So we're going to do a quick scan of each area. So we'll go top left, then next. Ghost. Maybe this is a waste of time. Actually, let's go bottom right next. Go this way. You can't go on. Oh no, I made a mistake. Couldn't run. You normally can't go on, it just makes you stuck. This is where the hand was, so this is fine. So I'm making some shit out here. Was there? Well, maybe that was a different way. It was a ghost is what the fucking was in here. Ghost. Alright, so that way is fine. I'm gonna take a look at this rock though before we... Certainly the rock where Jasper was hanging out. I think it's back to the start. Oh, I should have walked through her. Oh well. Oh, look at all of them! Lookers. There's... Go... This way next. Then back to the start. Again, I shouldn't have run, that's probably a mistake, but okay. What is this and what could it be here for? Who fucking knows? Barrels of oil, or black substance. Black substance, as Henry says. Yeah, black liquid, there we go. Never be oil. doing with all this? Just generators and shit, jeez. Alright, there's nothing out here then except the hole. We've seen everything else. Alright, the rock is the only thing I want to take a quick look at then. Doggos. No. Shit, this isn't... No, the next map must be the one with the, Shit, my health is getting low. What the fuck is the rock then? Ay, there it is. Oh god, I might die. I just expected there to be something with this rock. So we're talking about it in terms of, is it this one? No, not that one. Not that one either. Guess maybe it was just Jasper talking about it being, to do with the dead or whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Hey, Crunk. We're making progress. Kind of. Oh god. Might be about to die. Ah, no, when did I save? Got. At least we know that all that wandering did nothing for me, so it was just before going into the other room. We're fine, actually. We've lost no real progress, just a bunch of screwing around. Yeah, there could be something with the rock yet. I'm just surprised that there's more at this point, but maybe I'm just reading into things too much. Yeah, so we're just literally fucking around up to the point with this key, so we're fine. We're fine.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly.
Tiptonator, 500 biddies. Thank you. Are you real or a bot? Tip bot? Either way, it doesn't matter. 500 biddies. Let's go. Little bit of the bubbly indeed. You hope you're not a bot? Well, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I know there's Coilbot and a couple of bots that do give out biddies. But I'm glad you're not a bot. Glad you're not a bot. Thank you for the 500 biddies, Tiptonator. Very welcome in. Playing some Silent Hill 4. Oh Okay, so yeah, we're just going in here. We did this before. There's a scribbled note. Have you found Alessia yet? How is Walter's progress coming along? Send me a report. Okay, we've seen that. There's a scribbled note. Oh yeah, that's what we just read. Okay, we scooched all around here. We looked up there. We did everything. Here, this is just a child's drawing or something. He's in here.
I wonder what they did here.
Best not to worry about it. I wonder what's going on here. I wonder too. Okay, so we read this before, but this is about God, 10 sinners oil. Power of heaven, darkness void, bring forth gloom, despair, give her wisdom, blah blah blah. Alright, then we have this door. We did not go in the last time because I said this looks dicey. Perhaps maybe it does. Let's listen. Oh, remove the plate. Yes. Source placard. Alright, that probably does mean that we're at the end of the level. Let's fucking see what's in there. Fucking ready for hunting now. Oh shit. Jasper, why? Hey, no. 7121.
I finally met him! The one the nosy guy talked about! The devil!
I think I've figured out the numbers, Celine, but won't
A
confirm.
special news report. In a forest near Silent Hill, the burned corpse of a 30-year-old male was discovered earlier today. The police have ruled it a homicide and are investigating. The numbers 17121 were reportedly carved into the man's body. Due to the marks on the victim, the police are investigating possible links to the Walter Sullivan case 10 years ago.
Interesting. So Walter Sullivan was mentioned as being a serial killer in Silent Hill 2. I think possibly PT as well. I think they reference Walter Sullivan in PT. I do, Jehudi. It was the month of madness or whatever it was. Don't think he was named. I think he mightn't have been named, but it was definitely referenced. Right, I assumed that's what they were referencing. I hadn't played this at the time. Hey, buddy. Good be out.
Superintendent. Are you in there, Henry?
Help me! There's something wrong with this room! Help! Let me out of here!
Is anybody home?
What's going on here?
right key. I'm sure I heard something in there. Yeah. That sound. It's the same one as back then.
Hey, Anibana. Yeah, we're definitely early days. So if I look at these handprints, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So the 1, 7, 1, 2, 1. 17 is definitely how many kills there are. The 1, 2, 1 I'm less sure about. But I kind of figured out that much, I think. The 17 is definitely the number of kills. So let's take a look out the window. Oh, too exciting happening with the neighbours. Keep expecting there to be like some wild shit in the sky or something. There might be. One of these times. Let's check in on what Eileen is up to. Gets creepier, I bet. Oh wow, it feels like she's staring at me. Kinda don't like this, it's super, super creepy. Can I look 2 to 3 times? Yep. We can. Okay, she's just vibing there at the moment. This is the exact same animation, I think, if she turns her head in a minute. Yeah, so that's the exact same animation. Oh shit. She's up away that time. So I wonder if we'll see anything over here then. No, that was weird. She suddenly zoomed off. We'll look once more. It, the old Jewel Shock 2 is,
Really? That many people? You sure you can handle it? Oh, really? Huh? Oh, no problem. But I better start getting ready soon. I told you, no problem. I'll be there. What? Oh, that. Yeah, you're telling me. I really want to find another place soon. There's just, I don't know, something about this place.
okay. She's gone. We can try again. I think we might have, the end though. Oh shit, no. Okay, this is back to the original animation, I think. Maybe not though, her head is looking a different way. No, actually, no, this is the same original animation. Yeah, same original animation. Alright, I think we'll loop back to the start. What was that? Just here. He's having an argument with someone. Can't see who. Alright, I don't think we're getting anything out of that. Alright, all clear. Let's have a peek and see if anything's happening in here. Nope. Okay, I think we're ready to mosey on to presumably another area. Okay, we can put that away. Keep that pistol, a bit of ammo. Health drink and our steel pipe. I think we're good. Let's wander back in. For better or worse. So, oh shit, that's gotten bigger. That is getting skanked up as well. She isn't really commenting on, but it is. No time for that. Now is the time, my dear Henry. You don't want to be holding it in when you're dealing with this shit. Jeffy, you son of a Sonic. How are you? I was Devil May Cry. Did you finish? I think you were... Oh, you must have if you're onto Beautiful Joe. The whole has changed again, and I think I can hear children's voices. I mean... I guess we're going in. I don't want to go in. Not really. Didn't work out. Awesome, Jeffy. Have a good workout. And those kind of glass panels, they were quite prominent in a lot of in college. I know exactly what those kind of glass panels look like. So where are we? School? Ah, this is no school. Yeah, this is looking more like a jail. For sure. Noise. Obviously fucking take them. I'm being watched from the middle room. Okay, let's... Yeah, I can see there being a middle room. The map layout supports your theory, kid. This is all fine so far. Oh. Sloppily written note on the ground. Let's see what we got. Luckily, I finally escaped from the cell. Okay, so definitely a prison. Decided to take a careful look around this building. The scariest place was the first floor basement. There's a kitchen in the northeast, but next door in the northwest is a death chamber. A death chamber? You can't just have a death chamber. To get in there, you have to punch in the right numbers. I don't know the numbers. It was too dark to even see the panels, so I didn't go in. There's a death chamber?
He's gonna kill me. Walter's gonna kill me. He's gonna kill me.
Who even are you? It's locked, pal. There's not much I can do for you.
Get me out. Get me the hell out of here.
Senpai! How are you?
Get me out. Get me the
Okay, that looks like a door out.
hell out of here.
Yeah, that's locked. Cool.
Out. Get me the hell out of here.
Okay, some weird roguelike things that seem harmless. Okay, nothing in here but a load of creepy noises. Did I forget about you, Senpai? Never. Oh, how could I forget about Senpai? Not even possible. Oh, well, this is good. I see we have a noose. What is going on with them shadows zooming around? I'm sick of being watched. That's it. And a noose. This place is very upbeat. Oh shit. Okay. I don't know what the fuck them things are, but they gone. Big bloodstain. So I wonder if they're kind of like ship windows. I wonder is that where they're looking through? Dr. Archer, thank you for the follow. You're very welcome. That high-class toilet. All the cells have them, senpai. Latest rage. Well, we've been everywhere we can go here, so the only way is out.
Get me out. Get me the hell out of here.
Oh, so they're like contact if you hit them. I see. Yeah, look up, pal. There's nothing I can do for you right now. Oh, we have a hole. I don't know that we picked up anything major. Oh, well, there's a note. To get to the surveillance rooms in the middle of this complex, okay, see, we knew they were there. You have to use the corpse disposal chutes in the cells. Why is there corpse disposal chutes? However, on the first and second floors, these cells are locked. That's so the kids wouldn't discover them. Yes, I'd say the children you're keeping wouldn't be overly fond of corpse disposal chutes. So you have to get to the first floor from one of the cells on the third floor. I know how to do it, but it's really a pain. Also, the lights only work on the third floor. What? Alright. So we're looking for corpse disposal chutes. Well, we have two ways here we can go. Yo, Heather, how are you? A shout out for our good friend Heather. Get a nice squeaky clean butt in there. I don't know. Oh, my butt would go anywhere near that. Right. Let's start checking doors. I don't think we've picked up anything, so I think inventory-wise we picked up some bullets, but we might want them. I think we're good. I don't think we need to use the hole just yet. There's a ladder going down. What is... Oh. Oh, I know these asshole enemies. Right, let's see what's down here and we can... Okay, that works out. Oh, that's another... Am I actually going anywhere, or is this looping around to back where I started? There's that door. I bet that's the, Man, what is that noise? It's super creepy. We keep going. Get that door on the way back. So them ladders are just... Oh, here we go. Saint Medallion. Can be equipped along with a weapon. Anti-spirit effects while held, but will eventually break. Ooh. Okay. Seems important. So I was just gonna say, why are we coming this way at all? Okay, well look, we know for next time we can take the ladder back. Doing good, Heather, doing good. You know, Silent Hill is a nice chill time. Not at all intense. Spurs. Okay. Look at these guys are annoying, but free level it. Come on. That's mad. Yeah. That's gonna be like that around just people that are not familiar with. Okay. Now we have a hole. Yeah. Come on. God, there's more? How many you assholes are there? Surely there must be something down here. Okay, well there's that door. Oh, this looks like something. It's a key. Take the key. Yes. Water prison exit key. Well, that seems important. Up is carved into it. Let Henry catch his breath. He seems fucked. Alright. Hang on, there's something here too, maybe. Oh no, that's just dead bastards. What are you? Big, creepy, rusty room. Oh, look at that door with the big symbol. Can't open it very wide. Fucking what kind of excuses are these, Henry? Come on. Waking up early. Have a good night, Celine. Have a good night. Definitely prioritize your sleep. Sleep important. Okay, so do we have... Look at my inventory, is it alright? Nah, that's probably fine. I think we can go back up because there was a door on the way I wanted to see. We can take... I think we can use them ladders that we've seen as a shortcut. I don't see any reason not to. And there was a door here somewhere. Yeah, I don't want to look at this one. Won't open, locked from the inside. Great. Right, well that's that. Okay, so we're back to here. I haven't gone on our little jolly down there. What did inventory? I'm gonna need that at some point. I don't think we need that. We can go back and drop that off. How's my health? Ah yeah, we can go back, drop that off and top off our health. Makes as much sense as anything at this point. Alright, health topped off. Very nice. Oh shit. I don't remember turning this on. I didn't. Don't like that. Nope. This is my little safe space. But leave me alone. Nothing happened there. Oh shit, we have a note. Lately I've been feeling like my life is in serious danger. I've been through a lot in my life, but I've never felt this kind of pure animal fear. Maybe don't send anonymous notes, maybe talk to the police or something. In case something happens to me, I've decided to write down what I've learned for whoever you are that's living in the apartment now. I've been investigating the mass murder that took place 7 years ago in which 10 people were killed in 10 days. They were killed in a variety of ways, but the one thing they had in common was that each corpse had the following numbers in order of their deaths carved into them. Okay. Oh yeah, so we figured this out already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 1. The name of the killer was carved in as well. His name was Walter Sullivan. Okay, we've also kind of put that together. And that's just spelling it out for you a little bit more explicitly. We kind of got that. I think we're kind of got everything in that note. Right. That fucking squeak gets me every time. Put that away. I don't really need all that ammo. Put away some ammo. Keep the rest. The key is for the level, so we're probably going to need that somewhere at some point. We're healed up. We'll do a save and we'll get back in. So where are we? This should tell me now. We'll look. Water Prison World. Wonderful. Wonderful! Water Prison World. A barrel of laughs it'll be, I'm sure. Yes, enter the hole. It's very interesting how the holes work. Like, there's no pick which one you want to go to or anything. It's the one you come out of is the one you go in. Alright, so we went left, and we know that goes down to kind of the bottom. We haven't gone this way. Oh, well, we needed that key. Great. Wouldn't have been able to go that way. That was just fortunate, really, more than anything. Is this a door? No. Hmm? Ooh, this is pretty fucked. Ah. I bet from the map this circles around. Yeah, and it goes up. Okay, so the ladders are just there. Seeing the thing circles around. It's only really if we're looking for any items or anything. What's that noise? Ah, it's them fuckers. Alright, we'll do a G. What else is making fucking weird noise? Something is. Do not trust it. Could be them little slug fuckers. But it sounds more like a dum 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 dum. Everything's broken here so far. We've very little. It's a diary. Been watching the surveillance rooms, people, the whole time, and sometimes he's there. I can tell because I see a shadow move or hear his footsteps. Who's he? Okay, we're most of the way around. Let's build a black powder. Right, nothing here that I can see. They look like fucking guillotine things though. Okay, so I have 3 more doors to check. Too bad. 2 more. 1 more. Oh, them slugs hurt me if I step on them. Okay, note here. Big pile of blood. Little t-shirt hung up. What? Okay, it looks like a kid's writing. I peed in my pants. I gotta wash them so nobody finds out. Oh, I just saw a shadow. I think someone saw me. Writing a note about it isn't gonna help. Those aren't pants. It's like a shirt. We've looked at everywhere here. So it's time to fucking go. I think I'll do some kind of horrible noises happening out here, but you know what? We out. And there's another ladder up further again. I thought they were talking about 3 floors. Look, we'll explore this and we'll see what else we got. This looks different. Oh, is that a light? There's graffiti here. I'm a boy genius and I figured out the answer to the surveillance room puzzle. Light and water. Okay, boy wonder. Thanks for that, I guess. Creepy noises. What the fuck is that thing? No. Oh fuck. What is that? My god. Don't like that. Whatever that thing was, no. No. It's a giant hole. Jump in. No. So is that our corpse disposal chute? It's just a big hole. It's a big hole. Oh, it's on the map as a big hole too. Cool. Another big hole. Let me back my pipe for walking around. I don't know what that thing was, but I want to see it again. So I thought they said somewhere it's 3 floors, but apparently we have at least one more floor up. Now it'll look like I'm sleeping. Huh? Were those footsteps? I wonder if they saw me. Those are definitely footsteps. What was that? Oh no. Oh, look, listen. Oh my god. That is fucked. I can't think of a better fucking description for whatever that monster is other than fucked. What? Oh no, you assholes. Screw you guys, I'm out. Fuck those guys. Another hole. So they're just an annoyance. It's a diary. We had beef stew yesterday in the cafeteria. I heard there's a death chamber behind the kitchen and they take meat straight from the dead people and cook it. That really scared me. Did they have a Silent Green kind of thing going on? Really? I'm in trouble. I stood in front of the surveillance room and yelled as loud as I could, but nobody came out. Okay. Only one more cell to check. I'm getting a lot of answers, only excessive creepiness. There are clothes lying here. I've got no clothes on. Good. That's it. We kind of got everything there. So up to the 4th floor, I guess. Okay, door with creepy symbol. These are never open. Not just the vibes up here at all. Yes. Okay. Assume it didn't open that for me. So that's it. So it was 3 floors and a roof, I guess. I think I'll have to consult our scrapbook then. There'd have to be something in the bottom with that thing. Actually, let me read all my notes. Exploration memo. Careful look around the building. 1st floor basement. Okay, so right, so we have to jump down through holes on the 3rd floor, I guess. Which I think we will do, but I think we'll... zoom back to the save room first. Go up. So that'll be the 3rd floor. 2nd floor. Oh yeah, and this. Into the save room. Cool. Okay, so I think we're jumping down some holes. I don't know. It's not really giving me a super good steer as to which one. I'll pick one and go with it. Um. mm, mm, mm. Was I coming back here for any reason other than to save? Keep forgetting my inventory is this. Not really, no. I'll probably get rid of them 4 bullets and add them to the pile, but that's really about it. That little squeak gets me every time. Oh wait, 54 pistol bullets. Wow, I really built up good amount. Let's generally run the fuck away. Nah, we're good at what we have then. We get 3 heal. We'll check what's going on before we say. But I think I know what I'm doing. I think I'm jumping down them holes on the 3rd floor. Oh, this is different. At least started off different. Alright, she's happy yet. She's happy with whatever she's watching. With this same kind of stare at me animation. I don't like that one. Yeah, I've seen that one before. Okay, it's a different laughing one. Right. I've seen that before as well, yeah. That's the argument going on. Cool. Let's save and zoom back out into this water prison, and we're going to jump down some holes apparently and see where that takes us. Senpai, have good sleepies. I hope this wasn't too bothersome for you before the sleepies. Silent Hill can be a bit fucked sometimes. Only a me. Oh, I don't know how good, I guess, in the circumstances. Alright, back in the hole. Okay, so we're going through the hole, jump down some holes. It's a lot of holes. Alright. Let's see what we got. So we're going up to the 3rd floor. We might have to explore along them stairways if we get stuck. So that should be the 2nd floor, and this should be the 3rd. Alright. Let's pick one, 2 o'clock? Yes. I don't fucking know. We'll start at kind of 12 and work through them clockwise if we get stuck. This is kind of... Oh, what is he? I think he's just looking at the slugs. Okay. Hey ho, Silver. This seems like a bad idea. Okay, we have another hole. There. Graffiti, it looks like a kid's writing. I'm being watched from the middle room. Well, yeah, we gotta establish that. Hang on, this is just down to... That did nothing for me. He's gonna kill me.
Kill me.
I, Walter. Uh-oh. Don't have anything free. There's nothing I can do about it. Right. Look, we tried one of them. Actually, we should be able to make a more educated guess while we're down here. So that's gonna... I'm calling it 2. So we don't want kind of 7, 9 to 12. We can get a different one. Because those ones will put me into rooms that I've been in already. Looking for... We want to get to the basement. Gotta be that one then. 9 to 12 is blocked off. This is gonna... Yeah. Okay, so I think it's the next one. We would have got it anyway by process of elimination. But I think it's gonna be this one. This makes sense from the way things are laid out. We'll see. I could be fucking wrong. No. Look around. Can I unlock this? No. Ah, good. This is another hole. That's what we wanted to see. More holes. For the win. So this should then take me somewhere new. Whoa! Shh! Okay, we're in the shower room and we're getting... attacked. Okay, run. Just run first. Actually, fuck it, out the door. Balls. And there's 2 of them. Fuck. Look, listen. Okay. It's the shower room. I don't see anything in there and there's only one way out. They were okay. I think we need to go back there, so fuck them, we can leave them to it. Big creepy ladder in the middle, I bet that's up to the observation bullshit. So we'll look this way first. Unlocked. Where do you go to? Ah, I see. Okay. Oh, the only way we've left to go is up the middle here. That's my health. Not bad, actually. Oh, okay, so this is Oh, that's extra creepy. Right. What have we got? Documents. This place continues to deteriorate. The doors to a number of cells no longer open. As a result, the kids inside can no longer go outside. So the doors don't open. Jesus. The less they know about that, the better. I can't open the doors, but from this room I can watch them get more and more emaciated each day. No food and never showering themselves, they turn into smelly little grey lumps in their pets. There. Following the suggestion of an engineer, we've disposed of the corpses by digging a hole below the cells. Since each floor of this building can be rotated independently, we can dispose of the bodies without the others noticing by aligning each cell with a body in it vertically. P.S. Chief, I bet you're dying to see the interrogation room behind the kitchen. I understand your feelings, but have you noticed? There are 3 rooms with bloody beds. One is on the first floor, one is on the second, and one is on the third. You line those 3 rooms up, then it's bingo. Okay, rooms with bloody beds. Well, that's fucked. That's a room with the noose. We were in there. That one has a hole. Or a bloody bed, apparently. Imagine it'll be really fucking bloody, it'll stand out.
Get me out.
Okay, there's him.
Out of here.
Listen, I haven't figured out how to do that yet. Save you if I can. There's blood on the floor, but not on the bed. I wonder, is that what they mean? No, that one. Gotta be that one. So that is, what position is that? That is the kind of 12 to 1 o'clock position. So I thought I could rotate these. I don't see... Maybe it's somewhere else. We'll just note everything for the moment. To keep a close eye on the kids, it's important to keep the cells well lit. The lights on the 3rd floor were originally bought as searchlights. As a precaution against blackout, they were set up to run a private generator. There's a hydroelectric generator in the basement to light up the 1st and 2nd floors. Use the corpse disposal chutes. Since each floor of this building can be rotated, you can light up any of the cells by matching up the holes. Repeating this periodically is an effective way to keep the kids fearful and well behaved. Yes. Chief, if you turn the handle in the middle of this room, you can easily rotate the cells. You can't rotate the 1st floor. Okay. So align the 2nd and 3rd floors with the 1st floor that has the bloodstained bed. By the way, if you use the people in this room, it's easy to make sure you're doing it right. Give it a try. Also, please don't forget to open the sluice gate on the roof. We did that. Much appreciated, Chief. Hey, Revenant. Those things. It's going creepily. Okay, so there's stats. We can... Right, I got this. Find the blood-soaked bed. Match things up and we're... golden. Hey, Train, you nerd. Get out of here. This is spoilers for you. Do you think, Adrian? They're literally the intro scenes. They're the intros to each game. So it's literally what it shows you in the introduction. Nothing more or less. That's where they come from. They're just the intros. So I don't think it's super spoilery on the basis of it's what you're shown immediately upon starting the game. Any shout out? Well, that's just my take on it anyway. But everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Oh, you didn't watch the intro movie? Choo choo. Okay, we're looking for a bloody bed. Boo-doo. I think I must have been going clockwise at some point and shifted to anti-clockwise. I've definitely looked in some of these before. Doesn't have blood on the bed, so I don't think it's that one, but it's a leading candidate. We are puzzling. It's this one. Okay, so what position is that? Okay, 6 o'clock, so I need to move 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I'm doing this right. Less puzzles, more combat focused. I don't know. There's definitely been puzzles on this. Overall, the reviews aren't as good. Yeah, it's considered. I think later games are just completely discounted, but I think it's definitely considered a bit of a black sheep of the family. It's different for sure. Right, so that is where I want it. Good. Go up. It's definitely every bit as fucking creepy. Oh, 0302. Okay. I think we're making really good progress here, actually. We seem to be. There's my bloody bed. And where is it? I want to move it twice to the right. Oh. Go down and check on him, I guess. Hey, bloody bed. Yo! Right, so we are going for the 1 o'clock position and eating down. We got a code as well. So we're all good. Probably should go to the first floor and check on this guy we released first, though I guess it did show me that. Oh, here he is. Right. Well, we didn't have to look very hard.
Make me inside. Make me stay in there. God, please. Come on, let me out of here. So I don't die in here. Make me stay in there, Walter. Walter, I'm telling you, stay down. Walk away. Oh. Oh.
Who is that boy? And who are you?
His name's Walter. Walter Sullivan.
Oh,
I
okay.
used to work at the orphanage watching the kids.
That's interesting.
They tried to make it seem like an orphanage, but according to that town's holy scriptures, it was actually the center of their religion. And that kid Walter, he was really into that mumbo jumbo. Especially that descent of the Holy Mother business. It was scary. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
This is just modelled after your bathroom, Jeffy. That was really interesting there, that cutscene. So the kid is Walter Sullivan, who's like the main bad guy, apparently. Okay, well, I think I know how to deal with this. What's my health? Pretty okay. We'll zoom back to the room for a moment and do a save and top off for health. Why not? Why not? It's Christmas. We're going up to the third floor. Oh, that was a little bit different. We're going up to the third floor and jumping down the holes at kind of the 1 o'clock position. That's what we're doing, I think. We'll check if anything creepy is happening here. Yeah, it's a very, very, very different vibe than the other Silent Hills. Because of the thing with the apartment. Oh shit. What is she doing? Yeah, I guess so. It's weird. This is the creepo functionality. Yep, just a creepy rabbit in there for now. It's fine. We don't really need to do anything here. I'm just gonna save. Okay, health is topped off. Let's go. Let's go. So, we should be zooming up to the 3rd floor, zooming down. We have the, what did they say about... I think we did everything we need to do. Let me see in the scrapbook again. There was something about, the lights. Okay, I think we've sorted out the lights by lining up the cells the way we did. To get down, I assume so. Well, fuck it, we'll find out. If we didn't, we didn't. We'll muddle around again and figure it out. Have you played the Silent Hills, Jeffy? I can see you going either way on them. Okay, this is the 3rd floor, right, so... we want that kind of 1 o'clock position. Run out this way so we can see what's in front of us. Okay, so this should be it. So we should be all the way down. Yeah, these are the bloody bedrooms. Some of the finest games out there, legitimately. They might be in a way better to play off stream. They're kind of deeply personal experiences, or they can be. I think the sound design is really intense as well. Oh. Okay, the kit. This is where we want to be, I think. I think though in this one you didn't have an option. Certainly in some of the Silent Hills you had an option to set the game difficulty and the puzzle difficulty separate to the game difficulty. So you could make, say, like hard gameplay and easy puzzles, or you could go medium gameplay and easy puzzles, or any kind of combination of it you wanted, really. Which I always thought was a very good feature. Looks like a key or something. Does it? Am I imagining it? It does look definitely like something on the table. Apparently not. Wait, what the fuck is this room? Oh, this is the dining hall, right? We want to get back to the kitchen. Let's have a peek in here. Okay. Locked. Good. Do we necessarily need to okay, there's nothing in there. I think we'll just confirm routing. Yeah. Things are everywhere. They don't really do much. They're just a moderate annoyance. Okay, now this should be the door with the code based on what they said. Getting through the door in the back of the kitchen is month 0302. Alright. Move the plate. Yes. Okay, good. Well, that's normally a sign we're at the end of the level. Placard from Water Prison World. It shows an eye and says watchfulness. Beep. We're in? Oh, fuck. Nope. Don't like the look of this. There. Oh, an 18. Okay, and we're back to the apartment. So I'm guessing that's the end of that world. Certainly seems to be. Alright, let's see. Let's see what we have out here. There could be some new shit happening. Normally. Okay, this is not where I was gonna go first, but oh, wonderful. Stained with blood. It smells horrible. It's like that water-filled room under the cylindrical prison. What's that noise? Okay, look, we're not going into the hole now. Okay, we've a note. Found something that's extremely effective against the ghosts. It saved my life. Stuck into the huge rocks in the woods near the orphanage. I was looking at that rock. It's a sword. Okay, so if we're ever back there, but I don't think we will be. It's a sword blade with a handmade triangle-shaped wooden handle that has some kind of spell written on it. As a weapon, it's heavy and hard to carry, but somehow it seems to change in response to the ghost victim's power. Strike when the sword is energized. If you don't reduce their power, your attacks will be repelled. If you don't reduce their power, your attacks will be repelled. So what is this telling me? Reduce their power, so I have to beat them up first? Knock them over, maybe? As far as I know, there's only 5 swords in existence with that kind of power. It's extremely valuable. Okay. Oh shit, here we go.
How's it going with room 302?
Well, I just tried to open it up, but it looks like something's blocking it from the inside.
Huh.
Anyway, it's not the first time.
You mean the guy who lived here before?
And it wasn't just him either. There's something wrong with his whole apartment.
Don't say that. You're scaring me.
Well, anyway, I just slipped a note under his door.
Okay, we got a note.
Don't worry about it too much. There are a lot of strange things in this world.
What are you talking about?
The umbilical cord I keep in a box in my room.
What?
Lately, it's started to smell terrible.
Huh? Umbilical cord?
What are you talking about?
Well, forget I said anything.
But still. Those noises.
Why does he have an umbilical cord in his room? That's creepy. Oh, and I see an extra hand too. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so another note. Stained with blood and I can't read it. Good. What am I supposed to do with that? Wash it? I can't very well use it. No. Let's look at our inventory. We want to take a peek out the window. Okay, we get rid of that. I don't know what those were for yet. We've read them now. Check on Eileen if she's gone back to her place. No, just a creepy rabbit. I think Celine was saying to look 2 or 3 times. Each time, but nothing seems to be doing there.
And now the news. Yesterday, Wally the walrus, a longtime resident of the Springfield Zoo, gave birth to a healthy baby walrus pup named Buttercup. Mother and child are doing just fine.
Wally the walrus, interesting. Okay, no, I'm not trying to open it, I want to look out. There's a TV with static on the bottom center one. Okay, and much else going on there. The one thing we haven't checked yet is this one. Stick the head in and see what's going on. Nothing. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. We dropped off our items. Should be able to save. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to do another world. Is my bot being blocked from posting links? I think it is. Weird. I'll figure out what the fuck is going on with that. Alright. Gonna take a short break after having done two kind of areas. Good progress. We'll certainly do at least a third and we'll see how we're going then. So see you in a moment. We'll be right back and we'll get into whatever's next.